Welcome everybody to Let's Play Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. This is the second Zelda game, and it came out on the NES in either 1997 or 1998, I'm not sure. We are just going to go to this file because this is it's a completely new file. As you see here, we are Link. And you can probably tell already, this is a side-scroller game, unlike every other Zelda game, which is why a lot of people didn't like this game. However, I like it, and there are quite a few other reasons that people don't like it, so I'll get back to later. Right here is Zelda. She is asleep, and the point of the game is kind of just to wake her up. By doing that, we need to defeat 7 palaces, and when we have defeated all the 7 palaces in the game, we have wakened Zelda and beaten the game. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, this is the overworld, and as long as I keep myself on this yellow path right here, this yellow road, I won't get hit by enemies. But if I do this, wait, let's see, there are some fairies right there. I get hit by an enemy, but I just barely made it back to the road, so I'm safe. If I were to not get back to the road by being hit by an enemy, this happens, and I'm taken to this is kind of a battle screen where I meet the enemies that I just encountered in the overworld. And how your battle screen looks like depends on how, like, the area you are in and the enemies you meet, but mostly on the area you're in. And we're not going to pick up that is a magic container, or not a magic container, it's a restore magic. It's the thing you can take to restore magic, but we haven't used any magic, so we didn't really need that. But right here is something called a P bag. What it does is that it gives you 50 experience, and yes, there are experience in this game, which makes this Zelda game the only RPG in this series. And we're just going to go to life right here, level up our life. You can level up life, magic, or sword, or attack rather, and you can level them all up to level 8. And life is usually kind of, you want to level up life first, because that's kind of the one you can level up first. You can level up life when you get 50 experience, then we get 100 experience, which is next level. We can level up magic, and that's what we're going to do when we get 100 experience for magic. And this is the town right here that we just entered. And now we're going to get our first spell, which is what we use magic for, really. We're going to talk to this nice lady right here. Talk with my father before you leave town. Yeah. That's exactly what we're going to do. And in every town, there's a new spell to learn. And to learn that spell, we need to talk to the oldest man in the village, pretty much. And the oldest man in this village is right here. In Parappa Desert, use this magic to survive. This magic is called Shield, and it will kind of raise our defense. I'm not sure how much it will raise our defense, but it will raise our defense by quite a lot. Probably like twice as much defense, perhaps more. I'm not sure. But there are a lot of spells in this game, and after a while we'll get a spell that can restore our life, so our magic meter will kind of work as a life meter as well. You'll see after a while. For now, we're just going to leave this town, and we'll probably not come back, because there isn't really anything else to do in here. Let's read this sign. Welcome to Roru. Yes, this village is named after the Light Sage from Ocarina of Time. And which kind of makes sense. Thinking about that, Zelda 2 is after Ocarina of Time in the timeline, which most Zelda games are, really. Now we just went into a cave, and we're going to defeat an enemy. No, it's after this one. An enemy that we can't see because it's dark. It's completely dark, and we need the candle before we can light up caves. We'll get the candle in the first palace of the game, which is right over here. But before we enter the first palace of the game, we are now this is the battle scene, really, in when you are in a desert, especially Parappa Desert. Ow! And hold on, just kill this. There are fireballs everywhere, and when you get in the battle screen, you just want to leave the screen like that. That's pretty much what you want to do. So let's go down here, because there's actually a heart container right down here. Yes, there are actually heart containers in this game, as well as magic containers, actually. There are 4 magic containers and 4 heart containers. And as you see to the top, on the top of the screen there, we have our magic meter and our life meter. And as you see, you can't see anymore. You'll soon see right there. We have 4 magic bars and 4 life bars, and when we grab this heart container right here, we'll get 5 life bars. And that's essentially when we've got all the all the 4 magic containers and all the 4 heart containers, we'll end up with 8 magic meters or 8 magic bars in our magic meter, and 8 life bars in our life meter. And that's pretty much what heart containers and magic containers do, really. So this screen is pretty tricky, because if you get hit by one of those bubbles, it will probably knock you into the water, and if it knocks you into the water, you will die instantly, and you'll probably regret it, because really, you don't want that. Oh, you have 3 lives in this game, which is kind of also exclusive for this game, because you only have you have 3 lives before you get a game over. And you can get more lives, but what sucks about getting a game over is that if you get a game over, you have to start all the way back from North Palace, which is the palace where Zelda was in. Remember where the palace where Zelda was in, where we started out from? You have to start from there, and you also lose all your experience that you currently have, which means you don't lose all the experience you've gained throughout the game. You keep all your level ups, but you will lose your current XP, which for me, if I get a game over right now, I will lose my 82 that I have right there, up to the top right corner. And the reason we go this way is because we want this key right here. And now that we have that key, we can enter a door that is just ahead. So let's do that. We're getting pretty close to another level up, which is at level 100. No, not level 100. 100 experience points, that's it. And each time we get a level up, you'll probably notice we'll lose all our experience points, and we need to gain all our experience points again. So if you get a level up right before you get a game over, you're okay. You just start from the North Palace and get one on the death counter, I guess. So I really don't want that. I'm gonna try to have as least deaths as possible in this playthrough, but I'm probably gonna get like maybe 4 or 5 game overs. We'll see. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure how I'll do, commentary and all that. Ruins your gameplay a bit. Oh, level up! And we'll go with magic. As you see, we need 150 for life and 200 experience for attack. But we're just going to go with whatever we can level up next. So I won't save. You can choose to cancel when you get a level up and just save your experience for for attack or life that requires more experience points. But I usually don't do that. I usually just go for the one I can level up just right ahead. I mean, right at once. So these enemies that we meet right here are really annoying, because they don't give you any experience. They steal experience away from you if they hit you. So that is really annoying. And the most annoying part is probably that they don't give you any experience. I can live with they steal 10 experience points away from you when they hit you, which is fine by me, but that they don't give you any experience and they are all over the freaking palace. That's just annoying. Right here we have a red magic container, which restores all your magic. The blue ones and the light blue ones will only restore 1 magic bar, which is 1 kind of rectangle right there. So we have 4 magic bars currently. We'll end up with 8 at the end of the LP. I already mentioned that. And it's one of those 8 that we'll end up with that the blue magic potions restore. Yeah, that's probably what I can call it, a magic potion. I'm apparently stupid. Oh well. Oh, there's so many things to explain, but again, it's the first episode of the LP. Right here we have a bubble, and what those do is that they take forever to kill. Especially with a level 1 sword. Later on, we'll level up our attack quite a bit, so we'll kill them much faster. But when you have level 1 sword, they will take a total of 128. Yes, I'm not kidding you. 128 hits to kill with the sword. So you can stand there and stab it for 128 times before you will kill it with the sword I currently have. And that's actually something I have found out of myself. I have investigated it, I have tested it out and counted how many times it works. I mean, how many times I have to hit it. And we'll level up magic because, I mean, we'll level up life. Right there. And what it also does when we level up life is that it will restore our life all the way to full, which is quite nice because we were kind of getting low, and now I just lost more magic. I mean, more life, which sucks. But let's use our shield spell for the first time, because right here we have another mace thrower. I didn't quite. Yeah, that's a mace thrower. I didn't quite mention that. What the enemies are called. Well, why should I even mention all the enemies in the game? What they're called? I don't even know what all the enemies are called. Oh, we got a P bag from one of those enemies, and that pretty much means that when we get a P bag from an enemy like that, it will not contain 50 like the first P bag we saw in the game. It will contain 200, which gets us right up to another level. So let's level up attack, and now we've got level 2 attack. This is an iron knuckle. This is an orange one. There are also red ones and blue ones, which are quite harder. Especially the blue one is very much difficult to defeat. So the orange ones aren't really that bad. As you see there, it's no problem for me. The blue ones, however, usually take a lot from me. So we'll see how that goes later on. Now, frick you. I don't want to. There's a fairy up ahead that I didn't get because I wanted to save it. And we can get that fairy now that we return. That we will. Like, also, if you fall into this lava right there, you'll die instantly. Just like that water I mentioned earlier. By that heart container that we got. So, and the floor disappears, so you want to be careful. Let's see if I can. No, I cannot escape from that without getting damaged, can I? You know, I should probably use my. No, you know what? I'll save it. I'll save it. Okay, we're doing pretty good in this room, because this room always get me with all those bubbles bouncing around, because the bubbles also steal magic from you. Let's see if there is a magic in this statue now. Sometimes there are magic potions in those statues, and that's kind of nice sometimes, just to pick up some magic. Because you will need magic in this game, trust me. All the spells, especially the life spell, because... Yeah, I already mentioned that. But we haven't gotten the life spell yet, so I won't really... get more into that until we get the life spell. There's the fairy right there. Very useful. There aren't really a lot of fairies in this game, but I mean fairies just lying around like that one. But it's pretty nice just picking it up whenever you can. Okay, here I gotta be careful because there's a roof right here that screws everything up, but I managed to kill it without any damage. That's very nice. Okay, got it. And there's one more iron knuckle. Yes, this is an iron knuckle. No, that's not an iron knuckle, that's a Stalfos. The iron knuckles are the big armored ones, and we should probably use... you know what? There is a boss battle coming up here, so I should probably save it, to be honest. No, I think I should use it. And then screw that boss battle. I think we can manage it. Because this is a much harder enemy, I mean... It's not a much harder enemy, but if I don't take any damage, I probably should have saved the magic I just... Yeah, I probably should have saved it, but I think there's an iron knuckle? Isn't there an iron knuckle? Yeah, there is. Okay. No, stay away from me. And one more, yes. Oh, yeah! All our magic to full, that's perfect. Wow, we're actually going to beat this palace out. We're at the boss, guys. Use our sheet spell, and we're at the boss. Now, what I like to do with this boss is just jump up and stab him while diving in the head, because his head is his weak point, and this is just how I like to beat him. I'm not sure how about much other guys, but you know, I mean, other people how they like to beat him, but I like to do it like this. I don't think most people like it like that though. It's just how I like it. So this first episode, was a lot of me explaining how the game works and all that. Fortunately, I won't have to do that in every episode. Oh, you're kidding me! We're 2 experience away from leveling up. You know, I'll just backtrack a little bit and I'll see if I can find some leveling up. Let's see, I believe there's a bot over here. Yep, right there. And that's it. 2, and we level up our magic. So, and now we're back at where we beat the boss. So the reason I wanted to get those 2 remaining experience and get another level up is because whenever we beat a palace, like we just did, we get an instant level up, which means that we'll get all the remaining experience we have until another level, and it will kind of suck to just get 2 experience from that rather than 400 like we just did. So, yeah, that's the first palace of the game, and we just entered our first stone. As you see here, this is our menu kind of. On the bottom where it says, where there's kind of a blue stone, and it says ×5. That means we have 5 stones left. That's one of the stones. We had 6 stones. We used one of them. We have 5 stones left that we use on the palace, on the next palace of the game, and then we have the final palace after that. Oh, I should probably get out of here. See, the palace we just beat, just you turn it to stone. And that's what will happen with every palace in the game once we beat it, and there is nothing left to get in that palace. That means we can't re-enter the palace, actually. So, oh, I think I should probably just get out of here. That's probably nice. And just get back to maybe the North Castle. I don't know. Maybe I should just end it off here. I'll just end it off here, guys. So, in the next episode, we'll go to Death Mountain. And that's kind of a really hard point in the game. But, until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and see you next time.